Hmm.
Been here before.
Just
Oh, excuse me.
Alright then, I gotta give you a rundown for this place then.
Mhm.
Alright, bar's over there.
Hey there,
You
you've
got
been
dude's food there.
here before, yeah?
And then,
To this location?
on your right,
Uh,
go
no.
straight till you see the garden outside.
Okay,
No, I
so you've been
haven't.
to the casino before, yeah?
And the tea
Yeah,
room will be
yeah, I've been there a
locked.
couple of
Do
times.
you move from the bar over there or
Alright, well here, let me just give you at least a
Alright.
spill of
Right
this
left
place.
or down to
So we
the
go on the
left.
right, that's the
Heard a couple of
tea
things.
house. You can go in there. Keep going straight, you end up to the garden. You can go there too. The rest of the rooms don't go in unless you're invited in or rent a room, which is here at the bar. Bar also
Garden
contains food
or
and drink.
the
And the rest of
tea
the
room?
supplies here in the
Tea room
casino.
and the garden you're allowed to go in. Just the other rooms
Alright.
no.
Okay. Which ones are the garden and the tea room? So I know, like, I don't want to end up somewhere.
Maybe
Not
maybe
supposed
keep
to
going
go.
straight. There's only like one door there, so it shouldn't be too hard to figure out.
Got it.
Alright,
But-
come with there.
If you take a right, you'll see the tea room. There's a door on the other side of the tea room,
down here?
directly opposite of this entrance. That is to the garden. There you can pray to the shrine, etc., etc. Maybe give an offering to the spirits.
Oh.
Up above, as well as around the garden, there are some private rooms that
That's it.
you're not allowed to go in,
Hello.
unless, of course, you've paid for it or
Yeah,
someone's
down here?
invited you in.
Got it.
Down to the left and take a right is the hot springs
Alright,
and the
see this?
showers.
Mhm.
You know, go there, change,
Put a bus
bathe,
on it. There you go.
relax, and to the left.
Sign up.
And if you go left and another left, that is the staff office. Please do not enter that.
Hey, I'm heading out now.
Say that, Brost.
Alright, Leon,
Say
see
that.
this? Alright.
Yeah, it's hard to change something once you're used to it now.
Let me not forget my shoes.
Get better at it, kid.
It's alright. I don't blame you. I'm just new here, so I just want to make certain I don't go somewhere I'm not supposed to.
Yeah,
Maybe I should try this before.
there.
Thank you.
Hey, Arbor.
Hey.
You don't have anything on you, right? So yeah.
Sunglasses, phone. Was not a problem, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, keep up the sand too. So.
Oh goodness. Okay, so that's
It's amazing how many people don't keep up.
two.
I know, right?
They love the sand. Too.
bloody
Someone's got
hell.
2 people already.
It's the tea room.
Really?
And
you force him to rake it?
Yeah.
check this.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oops, sorry about that.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Oh. Oh. Okay. This is a bit different. Oh. Oh, people with big ears. This is kind of fancy, I guess. Oh! Hey.
Hey, Arbor.
Saya around? Or anybody else I know?
Nah, I haven't seen anyone really, and I don't think Saya's gonna be coming by anytime soon.
Oh, okay. Thought I'd come check it out. I was kind of bored today. Not much going on, so I heard good things, so you know.
Yeah.
How you been?
Personal matter here, they're coming up, but nothing too major, I guess.
Oh, that's good. I think. Right? Good. That's good, right? I think.
They're resolved.
I don't know.
So they're resolved, so they're better at the very least.
That's good.
Anything on your end?
Hmm.
Anything on your end?
Ugh. I mean, other than the whole medical thing that happened the other day, somebody in the medical wing, kind of getting hurt.
The hair looks nice.
Oh, thank you. I polish it. Maybe not daily.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Is it metal?
No, you polish, like, you know, stone, you polish it.
Hey, Arbor.
Hi, Bafili.
I do not understand. Okay.
Thank you. You're the only one to actually remember
I'm
my
a
name.
raw
Thank you.
person. Hey, oh.
Yes.
I don't know who you are, but nice eye. I like it. Kind of fashionable.
Thank you. Everyone talks shit about it, but no one ever actually compliments it, so thank you. That
Oh.
was nice. I appreciate
Well, I thought it was
that.
like a fancy, like,
It's not just
monocle.
the eye, it's the entire body.
How are you doing?
I,
Get up.
oh, yeah.
Alright. Yes, I run off of gears. I'm
Oh.
clockwork.
Hi, fancy outfit.
Thank you.
Okay, Had.
Yes, that is, yes.
Yeah.
I actually.
He opens his book and you see a wine key on the inside of it. Pleased to meet you. Zaylee.
But yeah, so you haven't really seen anybody else,
Okay.
at least from Aegis,
No.
around? Well, you know, I guess that just means more opportunities to meet people I don't know and maybe make friends.
I mean, not personally my thing, but go for it.
Ah,
Hearing people
It's-
talk about the arena, so
nicer.
I'm here when that opens
I,
up. That should be interesting.
Arena? Wait, like the thing that Ion was going on about like fighting a Titan or something? And dude, like,
Yeah, I
kicking
forgot
his
that
butt.
was a thing here, but I've already. Yeah, I forgot that was a thing here, but I've already heard like 5 people be like, "Oh, I'm ready for that tonight," and it's like, "Oh, right, that's a thing."
Like, is that just like a thing that people do? They just like, you know, beat the crap out of each other?
Yeah, some people. I was about to say, I mean, with the different kind of patrons that come through the Lotus, I could literally see it as people do it out of the sake of boredom, stupidity, loss of sanity, or to test themselves.
Oh my god.
I mean, I guess
You
it
see all
makes
kinds of
sense,
weird
but
beings come through this place.
Hey, how you doing, Arcana?
I like the way he
Yeah,
thinks.
no.
I'm fine,
Nice to meet you, by the way.
Not terrible.
alright. It's an improvement then.
Yeah, yeah, and I actually get to physically come here for once. It's nice. Instead of being trapped in the middle of an
Think they
airship.
do magic too?
I mean, we're good.
Think they do magic too?
That's good.
I'm trouble seeing that. Maybe.
Like your hat.
Oh, they like, I don't know, they remind me of Sock. Like, a lot.
Ah, fair.
I'm no machine. I'm organic, like the others here, but I am
So we're not pardon you then.
I am what is considered a Caldori. In a way, I guess.
Well, I might go wander around. Oh,
Yeah, and I'll probably see what all's around.
yeah. That'll be fun, you know? Meet some new people. Oh, that man is not wearing a shirt. Maybe I'll go ask him why. Also looks like he's got like
around then, I
a
guess.
metal arm. See ya. Okay, dang it.
Can I just show you who's part of the guild? Just quick scan, right?
Sorry.
It's embarrassing yourself now. Tell the truth.
I am
A lot of 20s.
For all I know, I could be 1 year old.
That's
Fair, actually.
that was a statement I resonate with.
And we're counting the day I was brought back. One could be close to that, but
Greetings.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
upper
Question.
20s.
Question. So, based on what little information I've gathered from the like 20 seconds of me walking over here, you don't remember like your past. You were probably some sort of warrior based on the scars,
Most likely.
and you're missing your left arm. We should be
I don't recall
friends.
how this happened.
You don't remember either? Okay, hi. Yeah, we're like friends now. I'm Arbor. Nice to meet you.
I'm Davi. I'm undead.
I'm a rock.
So it's the same thing, really, if you think about it.
Not
Are
at
they?
all.
I mean, I fought undead
I mean, the
before.
rock is not dead.
I think.
As if I.
I mean, no, not like I'm gonna.
Undead's not
I knew a
alive.
guy, Steve.
It's
It's like a
I
skeleton.
understand. Oh, skeletons are the worst.
Oh, I mean, he was a
talk to them,
little
they just start
annoying. He would just
attacking
like
you.
make like gagging noises at everybody whenever he talked, which was kind of weird. But like some people got him and like understood
After a
him.
while, it just
Yeah.
can't handle it. Have you seen those ones that mend their bodies with wheels and roll at you?
No, that sounds awful. What?
Oh, I can't believe
Ah.
it. It's terrible.
No, I just dealt with like a bunch with like swords and
Is this
stuff.
The famous
And
Mr.
they're like,
Bones Wild Ride I've been
like-
hearing so much about.
what? Bones? Who?
Mr. Bones Wild Ride.
I never want to ride on one of those skeletons. I think
Yeah, that
spikes
sounds-
on the wheel would impale me before that'd be fun.
Spikes?
Yeah.
Keep thinking
Oh,
about
there's
spikes.
spiked wheels, of course. They roll at you with the spiked wheel.
Of course, naturally. It wouldn't be
My
a
world
normal
is shit.
wheel. That would be
You
ridiculous.
know this. You've been there. It's
I
terrible.
mean, I've never. I mean, okay, it's perfectly on par for your world, but it doesn't make it any less strange.
True. Judging
mean,
from
how
what I
do they
heard, though,
roll
you
with the
saw
wheels
the
of spikes?
one that's just like an amalgamation of skeletons, right? Oh, they curl
Like
themselves
a
up into it.
skeleton that is made of bigger,
Well, in that
like
case, then
many
the wheels
small
are just
skeletons, like a
fucking
big
pointless
skeleton.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Oh, about as tall
Yeah, no,
as
I
this- about as tall as that balcony.
I don't know. I fought a bunch against like zombies and skeletons. And that was about it.
We
Some
have
tree
those too.
people. Those were annoying.
Tree
mean.
people? I know a person. I know a tree person. Or see a person? Shambles.
I mean,
I mean, these are like evil
Plants.
tree people that like,
This looks like my kind
I don't know.
I mean, Shamble is made of plants and matter, but he's not a tree.
I know he's a shambling mount. I had this discussion with another guy. He's a shambling mount, but he's technically a
That's what he looks
constructor. He doesn't have a soul, and he only follows orders.
Yeah. He eats a lot of things too.
Oh,
Shambling mounts don't follow orders, and I don't know, they have souls
It's
about
gone.
usually they're just plants. That's one of the spirits of this place.
oh, it looked like a weird like caterpillar almost.
I think it's a ferret, but I'm too scared to ask.
A ferret. Huh. Cool.
Okay, the way of asking it is, don't say, "Are you a ferret?" You say, "What manner of creature do you resemble?"
What manner of creature are you?
You have to
That's like a very polite way of doing
They
that.
leave as
Oh,
soon as they appear, so I'm
Hi.
pretty sure I would be talking to the
Point
air
at their
as
face,
soon as I
be like,
ask.
what are you?
Okay, perhaps not that way.
I'll get your answer that way.
I thought I recognized you.
Mhm. Yeah, no, we've seen each other around the station.
Nice to see you again.
You too.
And there they go.
Anyway, Clink.
Yes.
Anyways, it was nice to meet you though. I hope
Nice to meet you as well.
I have a mutual hope for us.
Yes.
Of course.
I'm working on the maybe the prosthetic
If you ever
thing.
to speak to me again, come by the Misty Shores on
I've
the night that it's open. Wednesday
Heard?
is usually when I'm there.
I've heard of Misty Shores, but I don't actually know what that is. What is Misty Shores?
It's an adventuring guild, pretty much. If
Oh,
I'm recalling correctly, I mean, it's just an adventuring
I
guild.
remember those.
Yes.
glad those are still
Put it
around.
simply,
I think for now.
it is something I'm quite loyal to.
Adventurers Guild.
Hello.
I don't know.
Oh, you're wearing your shirt again.
And they just like, call us agents rather than like
Sam.
adventurers. Oh well.
Yes. Also, yes.
Anyways, nice meeting you though.
Usually I'll tell a story now and then.
Clink was asking if it
Nice
was
meeting you
easy
as
to
well.
make you the reintroduction thing, yeah.
Oh, no, clicks. See me like
No, I've seen them. like
That's
this
a large
already.
gathering.
I didn't hear about someone blowing themselves up, but
Oh.
I'm interested now.
Ooh.
Hi.
Kelly, we're about to leave. Wander off.
Very pushy. Goodness.
It's very strange.
Anyways, we're heading out now, right?
Oh.
What have they advanced with you?
Crazy shiny blah.
I am not touching that with 3
Oh.
I'm curious.
What is that?
Ow.
They greenlit my armor idea.
Man,
Sorry
it's
that I
just
got
starting
into
to
this
vibe.
place. They greenlit my armor idea. So, so as soon as Bishop is done with the mindfully round, they will. I will be able to
It's
tell
nice
my
to
armor
just
to
see
go to
people
the
like
Leo
me
Hearts
around here,
and
you
protect
know?
Severe City in my absence. 6 armor sets, by the way.
Like a police officer?
Not ask for that.
Hmm.
No, Bishop's helping me make one that will be fine for me.
Hmm.
Not Bishop, Bethily.
So many people coming through. Whoa! Big wings.
I mean, that even if I accidentally poison someone, you've minimized the risk.
Oh!
Yeah, we can't walk those, he'll fall over.
I'm aware that slippery slopes lead to people falling over. I mean, it kind of follows, doesn't it? But like, you know, it's like.
And I guess maybe I've seen some
There's
pictures.
no shoes for that.
Okay, what kind of special shoes? Like, do you see me wearing shoes? Wait, hold on.
Hey, Skelly!
I'm Stefan.
Hey, I actually have you again, but I'm gonna have to wait till we're outside of the this place first.
I'm not well versed in the sign language, but nice to meet you.
I cannot give it to you here, but I'll have to give it to you when I have access to my inventory again.
It's pretty.
Oh,
Well, I mean, you're gonna be given something physically. Well, I mean, mentally you're given something, but it'll be more of a physical thing. I mean, to you sort of thing. Besides, if I can trust you to be one of my friends of the Misty Shores, I at least want to be thankful for you to, always being with us and helping us out. Operations is absolutely helpful,
yeah, it's fine. So what is it?
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Isn't that the explosion site of place like Japan? I feel like I've come in at a very odd moment.
Oh, the technique.
Some sort of seal that would be weakened by being coated in ice?
Oh,
Didn't
probably
catch enough of it, I'm afraid.
magic stuff. I don't really understand how most of it works.
Florissa, you can call me Flo.
Usually a safe bet.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Trevor is Shell.
Arbor Soleil.
Right?
A pleasure.
What did I do?
It's like really pretty.
Do you come to a specific place?
I've never really been anywhere like this before, though. It's kind of like very interesting, like
A circus?
architecture. Yeah, architecture.
Oh, yes. It's a
Very
relatively popular Eastern style as far as I'm concerned.
oh.
Get to it.
I'm like really
Or as far as I'm
geographically challenged sometimes.
The only question is, do you
Well,
have to
considering
say
just how
balls in
much
order for it to
geography
count?
is on this planet, I'm not entirely surprised.
No.
Quite possibly.
It's supposed to be fun.
Oh, okay, just making
Yeah. There's plenty of stuff I haven't seen.
Help me.
It's only a true Everest escape if Bulge is involved.
help me.
What's happening?
I'm being made fun of.
Well, we definitely
What
like
is
to
it
visit.
this time?
Apparently, it's the Everest escape route.
Yeah.
I don't know, every time I come here, I see things that I've
And basically,
never really seen before. It's a little overwhelming, you know?
I say something
Do
embarrassing.
you ever get that feeling?
I run out.
Oh yes, quite often. The Purple Lotus is famous for having all sorts of things that are unsettling and unusual.
It's a technique. It's not a. I wouldn't say it's a technique.
Okay, it's a social
It's a
technique, okay?
mannerism. It's a
The
mannerism.
Griffith technique? Not sure what that was.
No.
It went real fast.
The circus weekend do performance for you.
You should learn it. Child would love it. Just Google it.
Okay. My I just literally, I just had my fellow co-workers literally talk about trading dragon bones in front of me. So I'm a little on edge right now.
Oh.
I mean, if they're your co-workers and they really wanted your bones, they would have given you already. To be fair, dragon bones are a commodity.
Talking about ripping the bones off of my own
I feel like,
skin is a bit, you know.
I mean, there's dragons that sell dragon bones.
Oh. Oh, hi.
Do you know
Sorry.
do you know human that sells human bones? Don't answer that.
Hey, what's up? Oh. Those are new. I think, right?
Yeah, potion. Didn't go as planned.
Oh, are they like temporary or?
They're temporary. I don't know how long the effect will last, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've had some similar stuff like that before. It's always a little weird.
How cute.
That's good. That's good. Feeling cute is a good thing, yeah. How have you been?
Save me. Save
I've been
me.
good. What are you hiding? Why? Why are you hiding behind me? I can't protect you.
I'm afraid of
I am
them. Yes, you
smaller than
can.
you. Who? Who are you afraid of?
Oh, that whole group over there.
The dragon bone thing, or?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm not scared of shit.
I mean, it could be worse. Probably.
I mean, hey, you see tall, you see.
I mean, people could like maybe want to like make you into jewelry or something. I don't know.
Dating for nephew.
Huh? Yeah. I know it.
Yeah.
Technically, that's my sister.
Accent at least.
Yeah, the family's weird, okay? Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna fuck you with that.
Who doesn't have weird ass fucked up family trees in this world? To be honest.
Me, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think my family tree's normal.
Listen,
How have you been?
mine's about as complicated as like. if
You
start
know,
comparing,
just
like, the
hang in
family
there,
trees of
in there,
fucking
you know.
gods.
One day at a time. Could be worse. Gotta be thankful.
Should I go confuse Panda real quick?
Do it.
I'm right back. Right here.
Mr. Link, I need to talk to you.
Like, who listens to the rules anyway, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Scary doesn't count, you know.
Really is relaxing though.
That's not what I mean. He doesn't count as a kid. I mean, like, you're like full adult.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Thank you.
Yeah?
I don't even know.
I see a lot of weird things anytime I come here, but you know, I mean, I guess even really tall aquatic tentacle fish people get excited about things and kind of, you know, wiggle. Do you ever wiggle? Get excited about something?
I don't tend to do that. Whenever something excites me, I get antsy, because in a different way, I guess.
Like bad kind of antsy, or like you know, like I'm like nervous energy kind of antsy?
More so when just like, because of the fact I get excited, it gives me energy, and it turns into I need to do something. Like I need to actually like find a way to burn off that energy.
Oh. I think I understand.
Mainly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had those days where like, you know, you're in a really good mood and you're pumped and you're ready to go, and then, you know, you're like, oh man, I can take on anything today.
Yeah, but granted, that's mainly because most of the things that get me, I guess, excited to that comparable level is combat related, because of I kind of do that a bit too much. So yeah, it turns into you get antsy for a fight, so you need to go fight something.
Mm.
I think I should say I've been doing this too long. Fuck.
I mean, I guess it's not necessarily bad to be excited about that, as long as it's not about, you know, the actual act of taking a life or something like that that excites you. So that would be concerning. I would probably have to suggest
it's not the
about
actual, like, that factor, because I can get excited full, like, I can get amped up for like a spar if it's with the right person. Like it doesn't have to be to the death always. I can just get amped up in general for a fight.
No, that's good. That's healthy, I think. I could be wrong though. I mean,
I don't know. Most
I'm not
people I tell
exactly
that
an
to think they're
expert.
just like some crazy
I only
thing.
went to school for this sort of thing, and
Fair. Yeah, it's just usually whenever people hear that, they think you're some kind of like borderline like warmonger, or like you're just constantly wanting to fight or some shit, and it's just like it's just kind of all I've really known for pretty much my entire time on this plane.
I knew someone who was a lot like that, where they, you know, they lived and breathed for combat, but they did have other things that they enjoyed. I'm sure there's other things that you enjoy that excite you and make you smile.
Yeah.
Like for me, it was always, you know, like studying the stars or something, you know. Seeing a new constellation or getting to see a star off in the distance twinkling, that was always something breathtaking and exciting.
Yeah, I got it.
You know?
Oh yeah, I mean,
If
there's
you don't,
other
maybe
things
find
that I
something
kinda
like
have
that.
picked up. I've got a few things. I mean, I make my own stuff in terms of I'm a smith. I mean, enchanting, looking through other forms of magic.
You make things with your hands.
Yeah.
That's
Make my own equipment for the
sounds
most
like
part.
something you could get
I'll let
excited
other people.
about. You get a new idea, you get excited about the project. You're ready to go, you've got all your supplies ready, and then you just enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Saya randomly brought up the whole thing of wanting to eventually get a crossbow. I told her I knew I could teach her, and if she didn't have one made, I could make one. And I even sketched out like 3 different designs because she wanted it to collapse.
I think I remember her mentioning something about this.
I confused the
Forget why exactly it was she wanted it so bad, but she seemed like really adamant about wanting to learn how to use one.
She said that it's another alternative in case she goes somewhere where magic isn't very effective or she runs out or whatnot. Otherwise, she'd be down to just her sword. And she didn't want to pick up a gun like Curry did. So she went for the crossbow for the quieter approach.
That's respectable.
Yeah.
I mean, I basically did the same thing. So, not crossbows, though. Too hard to load. I hated those things. Unless people have gotten way better at, like, loading mechanisms and that kind of stuff and, like, pulling them back. So usually it takes, like, two hands to pull those things back.
If it's the big ones, yes, but there actually are hand crossbows that are the equivalent of, like, pistols that you actually can pull back one-handed. They aren't as effective, because obviously it's a...
Enough to hurt, but not enough to probably really,
The best comparison I can give between a crossbow and a hand crossbow is a rifle and a pistol, in terms of effectiveness.
Yeah. I think I understand that. Although, I mean, pistols can be pretty effective. Mine was.
They can be, because the thing with crossbows is they have something similar to gun calibers, which is their draw strength. How much weight is actually put into the string when you draw it back. That determines how far the bolt actually goes. So you get a high enough draw strength, you can effectively have a hand crossbow that's the equivalent of, like, what's a high caliber for a gun? Fuck, 45, I think.
I have no idea. I didn't really study any of that kind of stuff. My gun was mana based. I didn't really study any of that other stuff. It hurts to fire, especially when it gets to, like, the bigger guns.
Right, makes sense. Yeah, the fucking kick of them and whatnot.
Yeah, oddly enough, having a body made of stone generally means you don't have great shock absorption.
True.
No. I was happy with my gun, though. It suited me, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing with Sai asking me about crossbow stuff, was I had to brush up on it a bit, because my preferred choice is longbow, actually, so, not one-to-one in terms of translating the two.
Oh?
But yeah. Tell me more about this. Reminds me, I should actually look back into that little project me and a few others were talking about. Might actually be helpful soon.
Honestly, yes. What's the whoa, like a brain cell.
I think I'll look walking around for a bit more.
Okay. See ya.
When the mummy and the daddy love each other very much, they hug for a very long time.
Panda, I am being a blank. I already know it. Please shut up. For the love of God, shut your mouth. Thank you.
Chatter here is nice. I like that casino. Everything's all crammed in and quietly sort of claustrophobic. Open. The airflows are here at least. Feels nice.
That's a different type of thirst trap.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut your mouth. No more talking. You're flush your talking words right now.
Me? You're the one who's sensitive on the tips. No, I'm not. No.
Chicken titties. It's what?
Me.
There's a man. He's very buff. He's got big fucking chicken titties. What do you want from him?
And a chicken
Oh,
man as well.
but he's a chicken?
Yeah.
It's a chicken man?
Chicken, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
never seen a chicken man before.
My fiance.
Oh.
It's pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Oh, cool.
Good luck.
Hey,
Very
whoa.
much so.
Whoa. What
Momentum
is...
just like committing to the bit or something.
Whoa. What is
Commit
this?
to the
all
Yeah,
about?
dude, I've heard that is quite important, but there's a limit to how much momentum you should really use.
Well, yeah,
But then
yeah,
when you
that's
think
the
you've
whole
gone too far, if you
committing
keep going, it just becomes better.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing about committing to the bit. Sometimes you've gone
Yeah.
too far, but you can't stop. You gotta keep going.
Oh, we're gonna do this then.
You have to keep momentum. Exactly.
Oh.
Wait, what?
What
Okay,
the
wait.
heck?
What the? Why
Where'd
are
they
Why
go?
are they
Where?
transforming?
Where did they turn into a big man?
Okay.
That's normal.
That's what you do with large
Okay.
animals. You hide.
Is this what they were talking about in like an arena?
Knees and
Why do you
ankles.
think you
That's
never
what
see
you
me
need.
on
There's a
missions?
big enemy.
Okay.
That.
I don't know.
Either that or try to counter their ways.
Wait, what the? Why? What the? That's a brand new jack. How they? What? What they have a bird? The fuck did they get a bird from?
I think,
That's
I
a
don't know.
really good
It's an
question.
interesting
Where did
bird.
they get a bird from? Where did he get a giant hammer from? Is that how magic works? I don't know how magic works, Silent.
Don't.
Trust me, I don't know how magic works either.
I don't know.
I'm
Wait,
like,
you don't?
what?
Magic's great.
I like can do magic, sorta.
Magic's weird.
But I sure as heck don't know how it works.
I have so many metals in my body, I'm not able to cast anything, so I never learned it.
Became one with the ceiling.
See, now that's a reasonable reason. It's an unfortunate
Can't he
circumstance.
learn like metal magic or something? I don't know. Isn't that how it works?
It can depend from creature to creature.
So basically, anything's valid. Oh god. Oh.
I heard a forfeit called.
Oh wait.
Did they die?
Wait. Did they die?
No,
I
they're
think
Possible
they
it was,
disintegrated.
So wait, are we?
I think
Are
the
people
guys that
just
have
like
it
just
hitting a
kill
fake.
each other
so hard
here?
to
Is that a thing?
disintegrated.
Like, do they need like medical attention? Is that man okay? Is the other guy? Oh, they're back.
Oh, okay.
Once they exit the arena, the area will heal them.
Yeah, there was a bit of a forfeit there earlier on.
Okay, so what? That's.
Does he need medical attention? Do either of them? I don't understand. I'm very confused.
I would call that a TKO. I think Celestine wins. The other opponent has fallen asleep.
Some weird stuff going on here.
Like technically.
There's always weird stuff going on. Where is Tachi? Where did Tachi go? He needs to put the bird down.
I don't know. They're just sleeping.
I don't know. He's probably upstairs. There he is.
This is fine.
Wait, what?
I'm fine.
Well, that was something. I think.
Am I? No, I'm not.
Hey, man.
I'm fine. How are you?
Alright. Scatter from the
It didn't really hit me until now, but
There's another fight, or you doing last?
Oh.
I've seen you. You are.
Oh.
I apologize. Likewise.
Oh, you're right. I got you.
This is
Oh, fell into me.
Alright, get in the ring. Come on.
Oh.
It's fine. I know how strong my opponent is. Besides,
Oh. Okay.
Oh my god.
That's a very big dwarf. Oh. Wait, is this a fist fight? They got a fist fight?
Yes, Holly's turning on her rock skin, basically the fight.
Oh. Oh! Oh, did he just... Oh, I think he picked her up. Oh, oh, and she kicked him. That's... He's bigger, but I think her size is kind of... Ooh. Just...
Yes, I'm fine. Mana shields. To where my stealth ability comes in handy.
Yeah. You know, filtered light. Hello.
Nice to see you again, Stefan.
Likewise. It's my first time at the night. Yeah.
It's mine as well.
She is like...
The little girl is packing quite a punch.
Yeah, rock
Oh.
Yes. No, I'll be fine. Thanks for the clothes again.
It's a good fight. I think.
You're still very impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It definitely goes in my face. I suppose the double can is triple, right?
I want to fight someone.
How many times were you punched in the nuts?
Maybe that's what one cast.
Yes, it's a little bit of a strain to it.
Sunday for me.
Simply here to enjoy yourself, or you go on business?
It's extremely exciting with two of them right back to back like that.
Simply here to enjoy myself. I needed to see a new location.
We got like a perfect duality. We got a
I've
nice
been getting quite
performance,
bored lately.
and then fight two of them.
I'll take a few sweets. Understandable. I don't have money, don't I, right? The gods out there, very nice.
I know it's red branding points, and yes, I would love something to drink if you don't mind.
I'm gonna try to go back to the onsen because last time I went there, well, not that I guess the onsen, but the water part because I tried to go there last time and there were a lot of people there. Let's see what happens.
Was probably all in here now. Try and relax my mind. Fight's weird. Or the fight was weird. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Aside from the fighting.
I think he's fair, and it was the first one too. He's in his big form is like a lot more insulting.
He has a lot of wives. It's kind of hard to decide for who.
Plus, I know. If it's for somebody else, I can't give it to you.
You come a lot in here.
Sorry. Trust me, it's hard to keep count of them. Every day I go to work, there's always a new mistress.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi. I'm allowed to be in here, right? Don't know the area or the location very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that? Ooh. Oh, it's like a bath? Or a pool? A shallow pool? I don't know.
It's a bath in some way. It's a traditional Japanese bath.
Oh, okay.
This is the onsen area.
Oh, so this is an onsen.
Building. Yes.
Perfect. Okay, now I know. Okay.
Most of the time, before people get into the water, we normally have them wash themselves off. Just to keep the rest of the water all clean.
Oh. Hello. Possible
Hello,
spirit friend.
Oh, I've been seeing them all night.
Oh.
Oh, I apologize. Usually people do that to me, and that feels awful to do. I'm so sorry.
I was
Hi,
more
little
prepared
friend.
for that than for you to walk up. I wasn't expecting.
I'm so sorry.
I've been spooked.
Oh.
What do you mean you've been spooked?
I accidentally
I was
startled them.
expecting
I'm
a
so
spirit
sorry.
to pop up next to me,
bath
and I
area.
didn't know they were going to walk up.
Hmm.
Not to mention having these ears currently are a bit different. It's weird.
I'm trying to remember. Mixture.
I'm gonna be in the bath.
Okay, have fun.
Hello. Okay. At least I know what to expect when and if Rika and I are able to.
I'm hearing things.
Go ahead, I'm here now. I can.
You have a good night. And that would cause harm to others.
You good?
Yeah.
I like a flower.
Oh.
Thank you.
But I do wonder, if kids are doing something that harms others.
Yeah, sure.
Then.
This is like goofy fucking arms, like man, I swear.
I think I'm probably going to
Join us.
getting tired, so
I appreciate the effort to stick Tom, even if
So
I can't do that part.
Yes.
I'm not that.
Wait, what happened to Rob?
We've spoken like 4 or 5 times.
You've never noticed that.
You've never noticed that.
Yeah. At the station, you know, the cathedral with Aegis and all them.
Wait a second. No, wait, no.
I mean, it's only
no,
been like
hold on,
in
wait.
passing, I understand, but like you only just now noticed.
Wait. Hold
And
on.
like
Wait.
I almost want to applaud
I
you
don't
for
know,
like
Look, I
not
don't know,
noticing.
The only thing that I really do at the Aegis is raid the fridge. And maybe try and like do a bit of training. I tried getting I got stabbed by what's it face for the bride? I think like one of those holograms.
Oh, you were in the training room training. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I pretty much I wanted to try doing like a bit of training and then I got stabbed.
Were you training with someone?
It was like the hologram.
No, but was
the
someone
hologram.
with you?
No, I was just like, okay, so there's this whole thing about the Hand of Cyrus, and there's like spooky things
Yeah.
that lurk in the mist. I want to be like, yeah, let me see.
Yeah, but
if
see,
I
here's the thing. You're a bear, right?
Yeah.
My bear friend. You
Also
shouldn't fight
checked.
those things alone. You're supposed to fight them with multiple people. That way, one can potentially help bring them down, and then the other person then lays the smackdown on their hand in their face.
Right.
You want to get that flower bouquet thing out of their hand, and then start taking shots at their face.
Effectively, you jump straight to master
Yeah.
difficulty by doing it alone.
Okay, look.
The bouquets
thing
help
is that
them stay powered and heal each other or something. I don't know. That's what Ion told us.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm mildly concerned about the number of times it tried stepping on me, though. Like, I'm not into steppies. Like, it's
I mean,
weird.
if you were bigger than someone and you wanted to step on someone to kill them,
Okay. Yeah, but considering it's like I was about what, maybe half their height or something.
do you think about whether or not the
still have
ants
to,
want
like,
steppies?
Yeah, but I'm bigger than an ant.
That is a cursed
Not to
statement.
them. You're tiny.
Well, okay.
Although
I'm
you are a
pretty-
very
I'm pretty sure-
big bear. Not to say you're not chonky big, big.
Yeah, look, yeah, well, I think that's one of the things. I did want to go to Aegis in order to try and, I don't know, at least be able to defend myself if, for whatever reason, they decided to come to the, garden at all. Oh, hello? What? Oh, they're doing that. Okay. Yeah, so pretty much I just want to make sure that if for whatever reason they end up trying to go to the garden at all,
Do is if you decide to go back, you should find somebody to practice with.
Well, I mean,
Because those things can't really very easily be taken down by just one person. You need at least two, preferably 3. 4 if you can manage. Because then you can really easily just bam, bam, back of their legs, they buckle, they fall, they're on their hands, you got one person taking the bouquet away, and then the other person's just going to town at their head and their vitals and all that. Hi.
Yeah, so that's...
Hi, oh.
Sorry, it's Silver. I'm wearing armor, but I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah, no, I remember you, I think. We talked.
You think?
Yeah?
Yeah, sometimes the Purple Lotus.
Yeah, we talked about, the school and stuff that I went to. It was a while back, though. I haven't seen you in a while. The armor's different. No?
Oh, yes. There's something I'm testing out right now. I'm not used to wearing armor, in all honesty.
Oh,
So it's quite the
doesn't it make it harder to cast magic though? Because you can't move your arms and it's not mana conductive and all that stuff.
Well, that's where kind of the enchantments actually came in for it, to help out and make sure the armor doesn't get in the way of magic thing. Because I'm kind of the whole point of a mage here, so the armor's kind of supposed to be designed for that. But right now I'm just trying to get used to that.
Okay, so why can't you just get I don't know, just get one of those portable fortifications and then just hide behind a wall?
Or just some robes that are enchanted to be tougher or something.
Oh. Those ideas, but why not get some full armor anyways to protect all of you?
Because metal when it's punctured tends to stab people. If I were to
I mean, so do shields if they break, so I mean, that's kind of flawed logic.
No, that's what I'm saying though, if your armor's punctured. I mean...
Oh, yeah, but we were also talking about the wall earlier, say, why not just make a giant wall? Well, if a wall gets punctured as well, then, I guess more defense is better, is what I'm trying to get at.
I don't know. I'm not really a fan of metal armor, personally. I'm a little biased.
Nah, understandable.
But you have huge shoes.
Oh, that is a change for once. Yeah.
Most people cannot lift a wall large enough for them to hide behind.
You're fancy.
You are demon.
What kind of wall?
That's my understanding.
Like a concrete wall? Are we talking like a cardboard wall or like a wood wall?
You did specifically say metal wall.
Oh.
I mean, you've seen my backpack, right?
You're fancy.
Yes, and you are quite abnormal for being able to carry that much. I am very impressed.
Thank you. Yeah, so, okay, so just like, okay, imagine you get a wall, and then you just, like, bolt that to the backpack, or you get that attached to the backpack, and I'd be like, yes, I am now walking around. It'd be a nightmare getting through doorways, but I could do it.
appreciate that that is a fair strategy for yourself. Mages are not known for their upper body strength.
Okay, yeah, but can't you just be like, I don't know, summon wall, or be like, yes.
I mean, yeah, that's what we did.
But better question. Better question. Why does this have both?
That's what we did.
Why not be able to summon a wall and have armor on?
Good question.
I mean,
Why
runically
don't you?
linked wall would be.
Why not?
Because carrying this stuff to like suddenly make a wall like up here, you gotta have like all the materials and stuff. That's what we did, at least.
Also, but
like, we would carry
again,
like a kit of materials that was like wood and like nails and like all that kind of stuff, and stone and string and all that. And we had a spell we would cast, and it would make it all form into a barrier. A temporary barrier, and it wasn't much, but like it was useful.
However, that was one hell of a fight. Thank you guys for watching.
Of
course. You fought something, Ares?
Yes, I fought Celestine. It was great.
Oh. Wow, I missed it.
Well,
Oh well.
rest well. You looked like you need it.
Yes, I am going to sleep.
I must say.
I am going to sleep for about 12 hours tomorrow, and then get something to eat, and then sleep for another like 8. I am very tired.
Oh,
sounds like a good plan.
That is like a
If it wasn't for
very
the if it wasn't for the actual atmosphere and aura of this place, I would already be on the floor asleep.
All right.
yeah. But yeah, if you go there to train again, don't do it by yourself. Try and find other people to work with. That way you can work on not just like getting better yourself, but also working together with other people, which is like half the trouble most people have.
Okay, so the thing is that I don't think. Actually, depending on whether or not someone gets their, if one of my colleagues actually gets their road sorted.
I think so. Yeah.
If I can get their road sorted, I might see about trying to drag them into as well. But beyond
I mean, you
that,
don't have to practice with just your coworkers here at the Lotus.
Okay, yeah, but the thing is that they're going to be the people who are also going to be in the building.
You never know who's going to be by your side when you have to fight something. I never did.
Yeah, it sounds like you should go to like an
I mean, 9 times out of 10, I had no clue who was going to be backing me up. You form a squad on the fly.
No, I wasn't.
No, that's,
I can tell you that.
fair, but like, look, I've
Don't even get me
already,
started. And also leadership.
I've already been to like the Misty Shore ones, and just like the facilities aren't as good as here. Like, have you tried using their hot springs? Nowhere near as good as here. Like, they've actually got like soap here.
Wow.
This place actually has
Oh,
soap.
bye.
Hi, Spirit.
It's a guild. It's more about the
Guild is not about hot springs. Hot springs are bonus.
And when
Well,
I
a solution to this, Panda, if you want to dig...
I wanted my bath.
See, the thing is that if you want to make a
I mean, I
generous
guess
donation
it's
to the guild, I'm sure that can be fixed.
Was that the one?
What do you mean? Sorry, do the what's generous what?
I said, yeah, do a generous donation, and then you can probably fix up the
Nice to meet you, by the way.
Yeah, but I don't want to rely on
I'm
generous donations.
He's at Arbor Soleil. Nice to meet you.
It's like, I don't know, that's not like all
rely on generous donations.
No, well, like, you know,
You don't have to. Just thought I'd introduce myself, make it a little less
a
awkward.
little bit of self-sufficiency
Oh,
or
100%.
self-agency.
I mean, I like to try and remember the name. Actually, I usually write them down.
Honestly, they probably do have soap.
Oh,
for
I'm
the
still trying to get
guild
used to
members.
those.
Right, Dame's
For
now, and
the
it's
open, they probably
What?
put it away.
But, okay,
Get one.
however, the
Sorry,
thing is
write
I was
it
talking,
down.
you were
because
talking
of
about
that,
freaking...
I'm now having to
Well, there were
carry
like 2 different things.
And I was like,
I know, right?
Excuse me?
Of course.
look,
Excuse me.
I don't want to carry
Hi.
stuff, you know,
I don't mean to
stuff,
pry.
other stuff, like,
I am not.
Hi.
I know,
I am also a medic.
But
Are
this
you
way
okay?
you
I am
also know
perfectly
that you have the
fine.
soap that you
Well, about as fun as I can be.
Generic brand that's going
Well,
to ruin
in
it.
the circumstances, yes.
It's really good. Cause I don't have blood.
I just went to this shop,
I'm
just bought like.
I'm
you
a
know,
rock
this
person.
works. It's like it said.
Real crazy stuff.
And it's like,
Yeah, I don't really have blood. I just have rock. Me.
There you go.
I mean, hey, that answers it, so. Yeah.
He's some really big
Ah,
news.
speaking of that,
If you're okay.
have you had any leads so far about your arm?
Not really. Although I did find somebody who used to be sort of a professor at our school, and he was really unhelpful. He didn't even remember me.
Oh, what's his name?
Take care.
See you probably next week.
Why am I blanking on his name now?
Certainly see you soon.
See, names are just hard.
Briar. He was kind of a jerk, so it's kind of understandable that I didn't want to remember him. He sort of set creatures on us for lessons a couple of times.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
Dear.
Like teacher.
You know.
No, that people have different ways of
Yeah.
teaching, but
Yeah. Professor Briar, he was like a substitute or something. It was weird.
Did you ever figure out if you can go back to that Ascension Academy you mentioned about?
Yeah, apparently no one has any idea where it is, or where it went, or what happened to any of that stuff, so, I'm just kind of going at it one day at a time right now. It's okay, I'm just hanging in.
So if you don't mind me asking, what is that like? Is your arm made of crystal? Are you made of crystal, or like what's going on there?
I am made of a crystalline substance, yes. The
Alright, good night. I'm not a
Ooh.
weed. Wow. I'm in danger.
Oh, there's a spirit again.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's, all of me is like that.
So, okay.
Where is your sort of consciousness stored there?
Yeah, okay.
That's a really good question. My anatomy is as much an enigma to you as it is to me. And I am a medic. I studied this stuff, and I still have no idea.
So, if, for example, we just hypothetically, I'm not suggesting that we do it, we just rip the head off of your body, what would be the thing that's still moving?
More of that?
No,
but
he's
like,
asking what would
your-
keep
no.
moving though. Like, say we took off your
I mean,
head,
I've never lost
hypothetically.
my head before, so I don't know, but most of the time, like, when they, like, reattach stuff, it can work, but, like, if stuff breaks off, I can't feel it. Like, I don't feel my arm.
So,
I don't know where it is.
wait, does that mean that your head wouldn't be able, or you wouldn't be able to feel your head or your body?
I don't know.
Honestly, this is a question that always comes up when people address elementals who don't have a clear anatomy like that. The
Okay,
answer
yeah,
is
no.
it would hurt too much to find out.
Yeah, I'm not exactly eager to have my head taken off. I kind of like it right where it is.
Who have lost their head.
Yeah,
Their
no,
head
understandable.
don't survive either way.
Okay, look, I mean, I'm just asking because, like, when I asked Fable about whether or not he had to look out for insects whenever he cried, because, like, he'd be crying sap and there'd be, like, insects trying to crawl for his tear ducts or something. You know, sometimes
I don't
you
know
have
if I
to
have
ask
tear
these
ducts.
questions.
I don't think I do. I don't really have tears.
Have you tried crying?
Yes.
An interesting thought
Many times.
might be
And?
might be if your memories are stored
Nothing.
in all parts of your body.
I just feel sad, usually.
So
I feel like I
if
want to
you've
cry, and I feel like I am crying, but,
Probably.
like, there's no... I don't have liquid
Because then
See, the
perhaps
thing
they
is-
coming out of my
show to
face, like...
attach the arm to
You
something
don't
else,
have.
right?
You don't
Other
have
people do.
liquid. Okay.
Well, not only that, I'm pretty certain
Okay,
she
alright,
lost her
well, I
arm
think
probably
that
at the
pretty
academy
much,
somewhere. That
clarifies
would make the
it,
most
the
I am
logical sense, you would think.
all rock. I bleed mana, though. That
Alright.
one's the only thing. I do bleed. Sort of. It's weird.
So okay, right, bleeding. What? What do you mean, like
Hey,
an overkid? Like. Oh,
I've heard
sorry.
about them, and they're like star people. I'm not really a star person. That was more my mom's thing.
Wait, what do you mean your mum? Wait, your mum's a Nova, or are they like one of those?
I don't know. She's not like them. She's similar, like space people. Like she's like a space lady
Okay.
person, like pointy
So-
feet and like
so
a
your
cool
mum
suit,
was
and
a
she's got like
space-
hair that is
space lady with
basically looks like space.
Okay. Right. Okay, that's the mental image. Okay.
Not
So-
birth mother, if that's what you're thinking.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's
More like
explains
adopted.
things,
They just
okay.
kind of found me and they were like, "Oh, let's take care of this rock girl," because she seems very confused.
So
They were
so
very good
Space
about
Mum
it.
And rock girl. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Space Mum and rock baby.
My
Okay,
dad's like a
excellent.
void
So
dude or
that's
something. I don't know how that all works. It's
Void.
yeah.
What's your actual dad or your adopted dad?
Oh, I don't have like an actual like. I don't have birth parents. That's what you're thinking. I think.
Okay.
I don't know if I do. I've never met them and I don't remember them. I remember being born though. That
Have you
was
tried-
like
Have you
waking
tried
up from being
taking,
born.
like a DNA test or something?
I don't have DNA. I think.
I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe like you can go to a
Do rocks
geologist
have
and
DNA?
get
I
a
don't think
rock
they do. I mean,
sample or
we've got
something.
like chemical compositions. Like
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly. So, like,
what was it? Like magnesium 2 or was it magnesium aluminum 2 oxygen 4? I don't know.
I don't know.
Lots of rock
I
facts.
don't know the eugenics of rock-based beings.
I mean, I only am aware of myself, and then I've been told there might be one other guy, but I haven't met them yet. Yeah, like a guy, like a boy rock, sort of like me, but I don't know. I haven't met them yet. Apparently his name's Elliot, and apparently he's really shy and sweet, but I haven't met him yet, so...
Okay, so what is this going to be like? You are the last two of your kind, something.
Or the
so on
first
and
two.
so forth. Okay.
I'm fairly
first,
certain I was
wait.
the first.
Wait, hold on, wait. You're being created.
I don't know. I don't know how any of this stuff works. Look, I just woke up one day, had a mom and dad, went to school, possibly died, and then now I'm here. That's my...
Speaking of possibilities,
Possibly died. I think like possibly died is kind of a little bit of a thing. That's a little bit of a minor detail. Possibly died.
I mean, I don't know if it's like actual death or like partial death, or if I'm just forgetting the past 300-ish years. But yeah, like I went to like a school that like only existed like that far ago. And then it's really complicated. I don't want to get too far into the details because then it makes like everybody's heads hurt.
Yeah, okay.
I still do like
it sounds like nerd shit anyway.
I still do like the theory I was discussed earlier, whether all of you is actually your intelligence.
I don't know how to respond to that one, but okay. Yeah, my life is nerd shit.
Look, I don't know. Like,
Properties now.
I don't mind. I don't mind. It's trust me, it's as strange to me as it is to you. I'm just trying to like hang in one day at a time.
so tree and work at a cafe. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
Okay.
apparently all the world.
Perhaps you want too much from yourself.
But I was thinking about it, and
Trying to figure this out.
more than likely, that you lost arm is probably wherever Ascension Academy would be. That would be my
Possibly.
assumption if you're forgetting.
There are a lot of possibilities. Because like I found out that like some of my friends like continued on after the school because like they had kids. Oh, you're very quiet, sir.
Are you Aegis or are you?
That could be the reason why
I'm
stuttering didn't really.
affiliated with Misty Shore.
Yeah,
So
no,
affiliated
upstairs,
with
and I heard
Misty Shore,
eugenics
not
and
Aegis.
rock things, and I came down here to
Correct.
just listen in, and it just got
Okay, because I've got to bother someone from Aegis about
Magic is a weird thing that I don't understand, and I basically have resigned myself to never fully understanding it. Maybe someday I will, and when that day happens, I'll, you know. Oh, I'm not. Trust me, I use magic. I do. I use it. I just don't know I don't really understand how it works or like what makes it happen or any of that stuff. I just am, and I do
I
stuff
guess then you
with
probably
magic
don't understand what is it.
sometimes.
There's a guy named Jackal. Apparently his is not magic. His is all condensing down atoms and bending it to their own wills. Through the power of technology.
Isn't that like I don't know, like gravity.
I make light stuff come out of my hand and it makes people not die. That's about as far as I go.
Question.
Right, and now
Like,
there's apparently,
this
apparently
is-
the technology that can use atoms.
I have found that in this world, sometimes magic is the simpler way to do things. Then again, I'm speaking as a
I don't
wizard,
know.
but
I was just a medic.
Gravity magic just eventually create a black hole because a black hole.
Just being a support, as they say. And everyone's not dead, so I guess you're doing your job.
I mean, the number of times I exhausted myself trying to keep people alive, yeah. I did my job. Until I probably didn't.
Magic illegal, or is it just like
Huh.
only
Although that kind of the
allowed in
question, like, have you ever had people, like, get into shock from, like, being healed so quickly?
Well, I mean, I suppose... Oh...
Okay, well...
I might have to adjust that. Not sort of. Sort of, yes. It's more like their body doesn't know how to respond to suddenly being, like, miraculously repaired. So they still feel some of the pain because their brain hasn't really picked up on it yet because their body's sort of like, oh, is it not? Are we not dying anymore? So it's sort of one of those situations. So there's still some residual pain usually there for a little while until their body kind of catches up. I did kind of maybe sort of bring someone either A, back from the dead, which I hope wasn't the case, because that would be really shitty of me, or B, they were basically at death's door and like, because they kind of got crushed, and like I kind of just like threw everything I had at them until I sort of like stopped moving and kind of passed out. Is that Cord or is that Umbra? Oh. Hi, Umbra. Oh, hi. Hi, how you doing? How's Cord doing?
Hi. She's doing good. She's complaining in my head.
Oh. Why is Cord
So you're being kind of possessed right now.
In here.
Oh, why is she upset? Is she okay?
Is that right? Like, okay, alright.
She's letting me take a walk, but she's letting me do this, so I'm allowed. I'm allowed.
Okay.
I'm allowed.
Okay. I mean, as long as she's okay, that's all I care about.
No, we're symbiotic in nature.
Yeah, they're cool. You wanna play the Tamagotchi? I brought it. Although Bernard the First died. Oh, he got bigger again. This is Bernard the Second. There you go. We'll just pretend that's in your hand. There you go. But yeah. Yeah, so basically I have no idea how any of the magic stuff works. I just kind of do it and hope that people don't die. Because that's really, that's really all I care about, sort of. I mean, knowing how it works would be like really cool, but like at the same time I'm just thankful to have what I do.
I mean, did you ever try looking into it, actually?
Can we get one? Can we get one? Can we get one, Cord? Yes! Yes!
Told me, and that's sort of like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
A good thing.
Thank you.
Speaking as someone who does know how magic works in general, sometimes it's easier for people who have learned functional magic to just keep doing things in the functional manner. The theory of mana conduits and energy exchanges, general spell forms is more abstract than most sorcerers can handle, or not can handle, but need to handle.
That's probably a way more eloquent way of putting it, but yeah, basically what he said. Like, I have some like theories about how my stuff works, because I know I have an affinity for light-based elemental magics, of that sort of. I don't really know how to explain it. But aside from that, I mean, I made one of my professors blow up once when he tried to like channel my magic, because he was like, "Oh, there's all these other like trace elements in it," and then he kind of was like, "I'm gonna channel it into a spell," and then there was like some like sparkles and like glowing and pulsing, and then we kind of got buffeted back, and then we both felt really, really tired afterwards. It was kind of not the coolest experience. We didn't really try it again.
Okay, so they're fine. Good.
Oh yeah, no,
Actually,
he lived. He makes explosions all the time. We called him Mountain Banger.
Oh. Did you remember anything more about Mason?
In regards to what?
See where they went.
Mason
What?
Morris?
Just any more tales or information? Yeah, you know, the one you said you found him more as a hero.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, he was the heroic type. I mean, that was sort of his whole mantra, because of where he came from. Like, his family, they were all, like, hero types. He lost some family members because of that, too.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But did you find anything more about him, or met up with his family? I think you mentioned
I
that.
talked to a guy who said he knows how to try to search for people and like try to like track down like family trees, but he hasn't found anything yet, at least last I talked to him. It is what it is. As much as I would love to suddenly be able to like talk to these people and find them and know what's been going on for the past however many years, I'm just gonna be patient. Better to be patient than be disappointed and stress myself out. That's why I'm here, because, you know, sitting in my room sometimes gets boring and I just need something different to do.
Right. Too much stressful stuff going on, and then it's kind of just, you know. Kind of adventuring, I guess, though. Don't get me even.
I think that's basically what he wanted
Don't
to
get
do.
me.
Become like an adventurer, sort of. He had a lot of ideas about what he wanted to do after we were done with school. All I can hope is that he was able to do those.
Yeah. Although on topic of doing adventure, don't even get me started on trying to lead people around with all the different personalities and everything, and when no one has no training and trying to be a group, I guess, in a way. It is the hardest thing ever.
Mm-hmm. No, I remember doing that. I tried to be a squad leader for my squad. So did Mason.
Really?
Yeah, it was sort of a thing between the two of us. I mean, I felt like I was pretty well qualified for it, and I had the skills necessary at least. I was still learning about tactics and all that, but that's why we were at school, because, you know, you're gonna learn that stuff, and, you know, you put out in field situations, and you do training exercise and all that to try and learn better tactics and how to work better with your squad. Mason was sort of in a similar situation, but he was usually a bit more emotional about it. He was a very emotional person.
Understand.
He had some of the skills needed to be a good leader, though.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you can relate to all your team members and they all can get a voice heard. Otherwise, you're just...
The difference is that they had a set team rather than a rotating cast.
You would be very surprised. For as much as we had a squad that we wouldn't regularly work with, so frequently we would get people swapped in or swapped out, or, I mean, heck, sometimes emergencies would happen and you would just have to work with whoever you had. If somebody needed me to be the leader, I would.
Makes sense.
Again, this is why I suggested to Mr. Gildeer about having literally squad training. Even though we're a band of mercenaries, we all have to go on missions, and sometimes we all get mixed and matched with each other.
Well, the Misty Shore seems to suffer from an unfortunate circumstance where there aren't really, well, older members of the guild, so to speak. There isn't a cadre of more experienced people that can lead certain missions unofficially. Most of that sort of knowledge is kind of learned by
I think we
trial
kind of
and error
suffer
and
from that too.
An unfortunate collection of bodies. So eventually, the ones that survive long enough can pass on the knowledge of how they did it to the younger adventurers. I would hope that by now a better system would have existed, but well, I haven't heard of much death coming from the Misty Shore so far, so we must be doing something, right?
That's usually a good sign.
It's the golden rule. Old men and adventurers and mercenary line of work are the most dangerous, respected, and experienced men. All of it.
That does remind me though, since you do think, since I know you lead people, right, Ethan? Maybe you should try to help out if possible. I don't know. If you could, that'd be really nice. Oh, thank goodness. Hi, that to us. Gosh. Listen,
Honestly, one thing that I found most people don't understand entirely is that to be a good leader, you don't just have to be a good leader, you also have to be a good follower. Being a good leader is just as important as being a good follower. Understanding how to take orders and act on them immediately and concisely and with precision is just as important as giving out those commands. Because at the end of the day, if the people following aren't good at what they're doing, there's no point in having a good leader.
yeah, that sounds about right. If you can't follow what the leader's ordering, then, like, what's the point? It's also why I find it very important whenever... Sorry?
It's also a matter of knowing how to phrase it. If you've seen an example of a bad leader, you know how to phrase things correctly in a way that people can understand.
Being able to speak clearly and give commands quickly.
Clearly, quickly, precisely, and people not get impatient about things.
Also, those people following shouldn't be re-shouting the orders or anything like that. That's something I've noticed a lot of people do recently. At least working with Aegis and all them. They have severe problems with repeating. Probably? I don't entirely know how all that works.
Well, if you ever find out how, could you
I
please
don't know.
let me know?
They've got
I'll
like
look
some
at
sort of
this sometimes.
access requesting system. I don't know. Basically send them a message saying, hey, can I come aboard? And then, I don't know. They say yes or
Well,
no
how do
or
I send
something
them a
like that.
message?
I don't know. I'm not very good with technology, but I think they have like a phone number or something, or technology is not my thing. It's more our boss's thing.
Who's boss?
It's some lady named Hybris. She like has like pointy feet and stuff. I've met her like twice now.
The one from the slot machine.
I'll bring them to Gordon next time. I'm there.
The what?
Oh, I didn't say that to you. It's someone else pointed out the one on the slot machine. Might have been that person. And I questioned how they didn't have ankles, and that was very strange. I was wondering how they leaned forward. Actually, either I've seen them. How do they lean forward?
I honestly don't know. I mean, she's got kids who do it, and they just kind of like lean forward, but I guess they've got like, you know, like counterbalance, or I don't know. I don't know. They're like technology people, so I don't understand if there's something else they're doing. They just seem to have an incredibly immaculate sense of balance.
Huh. Alright. Well,
I don't know.
if you ever find out, could you please let me know?
I guess.
Let's take a visit to what Ace is all about.
Sure.
Thank you. Much appreciated. And much appreciated if you could also give me advice about leadership. Besides, I know.
Do that.
Again, thank you for all your advice, Arbor. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Definitely don't forget what she said about the follower. Good follower and good leader. Very important.
Well, I do know, like, whenever I'm in a group of people, I know I typically also have, like, Louisa here lead people because she's really good at words. I can't words. What are words? Made up.
Well, okay. I wouldn't stress yourself about
Oh yes, I think you just need to work on being more concise, Silver. That's the main thing for you.
Maybe. I mean, I'm just glad I have an emotional attachment to all my friends, so, you know.
That's not a good thing, usually, as a leader.
Why?
Well...
Huh?
Okay. This is gonna sound like a really sad conversation, but as a leader, sometimes you have to know when to let go. you have to make really tough judgment calls. Calls that will sometimes lead to people who are your friends at the end of the day no longer being around.
As bad as it is, it's best to lose one reason more than three or all.
But what is the point of doing that if you don't try to make sure to save them all?
Well, no. I'm not saying that you shouldn't always strive to do your best to make certain that everyone makes it home safe. But at the same time, sometimes there are situations where you're gonna have to make tough calls. Calls that are gonna lead to your friends, again, no longer being around. Knowing that you can make those decisions without any hesitation. Decisions that may lead to only one of your friends dying or all of your friends dying.
I hope that's the day that never comes.
Well,
I mean, I wouldn't have jumped straight to the decide which one of your friends lives and dies. Sometimes
It's an example.
Or far more commonly, it's just telling your friends that they're being assholes and making sure that they are listening to you when they're off doing what they think is best.
That one can be really rough. I've had to do that one on a couple of occasions.
Is it okay if I go out in the garden? You know, standard stuff that they felt like...
They'll hate you in the moment, but they'll figure it out. At least most good friends, anyways. A good friend knows when they're being an asshole and getting called out for it.
And besides, the leaders shouldn't have to make that choice alone. It should be a whole team deciding. And if everyone's striving to make sure everyone's safe, then it typically should go that way.
For the most part,
Well,
yeah.
normally the team would, but well, the entire purpose of the leader is because there usually is not time for a more democratic solution.
Exactly.
That is literally the whole point why we even have leadership in the first place whenever we do stuff.
Leave the
Okay, so
democratic
disagreement
stuff
with the
to
group.
the briefings beforehand when you're coming up with strategies. Knowing that everybody is on the same page and ready to act on the same plan, that's when that democratic process comes in really handy. But in the field, everybody needs to be following the leader.
That is so much easier said than done.
It's... I don't know. It's one of those things you really have to just kind of temper yourself to.
Oh. Sorry. You're right, but I feel like you can have this well thought out plan, but then when you get out onto the field, it's just hectic and no one's really following anything.
No, it can be, but that's where being a good leader comes in, and also being a good follower comes in. Knowing how to round everybody up and rally everybody towards one goal is an important part of a leader, but also knowing that you need to calm yourself and make certain that you are focused exactly on what that one person is saying. That's an important part of being a follower.
Thank you, Arbor. Gives me a lot to think about.
Got this.
But that is the case scenario that I hope, or ideally, should never have to deal with, and I should always be trying to save everyone, like I was saying earlier. But I'll take that
Just
as a
be
care
willing
package.
to listen to your teammates whenever they have something to say about how you're leading or that sort of thing. Just make certain you're listening and thinking about what they have to say. Because that's the best way to
Actually,
learn.
that's kind of what I do a lot.
Then you're already on a good path.
Because what is it? I always make sure when we do a final decision, everybody gets to say. Otherwise, we'll be at a problem and not one person agrees, really.
Like, well, I know about 3 or 4 people stopped turning up because of the newer location.
Sorry, you just seemed like you were lost in thought there as I said that.
Okay, so I think
just thinking about stuff. Just talking about it all. Thinking, friends, all that kind of stuff. Makes you very introspective. Tend to really stop and think about everything.
That put people off.
Besides, if one person disagrees, then no one listens to that one person. That's gonna lead into a problem later on, because then they're not gonna feel like their voice is heard, and then why work as a team?
Of course.
Well, that is the purpose of the before and after sessions.
Hey, Amber.
As well as various
It
intermediaries.
hasn't beeped yet.
My argument for
Encounters.
What are you gonna do? Tackle your boss?
You know, that sounds like a good idea, actually. Talk to everybody after everything's done and see how everyone feels and such.
That's not how.
If someone disagrees, you can explain to them why you chose the course of action did after.
Mm-hmm.
And if it turns out that you were in the wrong, then you can change how you do things in the future.
Exactly what I was saying before.
Yeah. As much as I'll make
Which reminds me, we still need to talk to Damien about his problems.
I mean, yes, especially as being last yesterday, a bit of a dramatic event.
You're not doing it.
Yeah.
You're not doing it.
Or let me just say, I've experienced a friend dying in front of my eyes. And I really do cherish life in such a meaningful way that everybody always seems to forget about. Which is always baffling to me when people are so ready to die for their friends, but the moment a friend's willing to die for them, they don't want it.
It's a difficult situation. I mean, everybody wants to be the one to sacrifice themselves for their friends. They don't want to see their friends getting hurt. But on the same hand, they don't want to see others having to suffer for them.
Yeah, overbearing, yeah.
In the end,
It's
somebody's always
a
suffering.
good
and somebody's
trait,
trying to make
but yeah, it can lead to really troublesome situations.
Strive to live for your friends, don't strive to die for them.
Mm-hmm.
I personally do
That's
plan to live
actually
forever.
a really good way
so
of putting
far,
it.
I'm doing fantastically.
Well, don't live forever. Then you're gonna get starting people to pity for the immortal.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
just putting it out there.
I know some folks who've lived a hell of a long time and they start to sort of dissociate from the average person because of how long they've been around.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, so like...
As, you know, bad as that sounds.
I know, I feel like I struggle a bit with Mary.
Oh, I suppose that does explain some of the progenitors' journal entries. He did start getting a bit strange about the time he reached 200.
Yeah, so... She's a weird one to try and handle.
Actually, kind of think about age.
About folks who are like 1,000.
Yeah, Ethan, I hope this question isn't very insensitive, but how old are you?
She likes a laugh and a joke, but she struggles to take care of
400.
herself. So...
Wow.
Don't really keep track.
It's
Oh
hard to tell
gosh.
sometimes. It's just
You
really
have quite the
weird.
age under your belt.
Okay, right.
This is when you look at me.
I know.
She gets mad at me when I make jokes like that, but I will expense.
When you look at me and then you
I've
did
made
that
jokes
immediately.
about here and I
Yes.
a bunch of times, and she gets mad at me.
In amount of years since we were born, we're about quite similar. But I took the short, as I've said previously.
Wait, then how? Wait,
Same
hold
era.
on.
They're from the same era as me.
Well, how old are you, Lisa? I thought you were like maybe in your 60s. I never actually asked.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. 47. Oh, dear Lord, I'm so okay. Sorry. Just asking all the insensitive questions.
I mean, I remember around the time Ethan would have been born. I'm like, what?
I'm in another 15 minutes now.
I'm like 30 years older than you, I think. In amount of years.
What?
You're the 80s, aren't you?
This is one. Yes, 80s.
I was the
Interestingly enough,
You know, I think I'm gonna sit down, maybe grab a cup of tea. It's falling out anyways.
Alright. Sorry, I feel like I brought down the mood a lot too. Apologies, Arbor.
No, it's fine. You want to learn. I mean, you guys are more than welcome to join me. I just thought I'd sit for a bit. Ooh.
Yes, I am very much aware of it. Yes.
Oh, Mr. Panda won!
He did. He did win, in fact.
Against Mr. Sunil! Keep holding your arms up!
This man literally does it for 3 hours in a day.
I know the mean. Don't make me remember back when my knees.
I suppose it's really only to want to sit down.
That's okay.
Besides, how you are now, you're almost like...
But you are the master!
Prime fighting age.
I'm not gonna bet money on it if that's what you're asking. Are you sure you're not? You've been given into temptation.
I mean, I still look forward to that time for Friday.
Look, come on, there's
We actually
some
do it again.
There's some things I'm not gonna do it for. And it's money because, you know...
Our teacher used to say that a lot too!
Huh?
But only specific things!
Any specific
thank you
things?
again, Ethan.
I'm gonna probably...
Specific
Like, he'd do anything for love, but he won't do that, and he never told us what that was.
I'm gonna check some.
It is one of the mysteries of the Feywilds.
Huh?
Tell you when you're
Everyone says that about a lot of stuff.
I mean,
So, are you really...
I'll tell you now, I don't give a
you're
fuck.
400 years old. You're only
I
40.
golf. Do you like?
Wait, is this like a...
Space
Is
attention.
this like
I
a
am older than
PG
Ethan.
Oh, it's a PG thing. Okay, you know, no, you can't.
PG.
Okay.
You know, that comes into
Yes,
question
it's
now.
that, you know...
How are your words like?
We've got to keep these things PG, like, we've got to make it, like, suitable for younger individuals. Say anything inappropriate, that sort of stuff. Basically,
well, in 20
if parental figure was around right now, would they be happy with with certain conversations?
I mean, I don't... Me and Ethan's was
We have no idea. Our parents have been dead for a while.
sort of similar, but quite different to the thing.
Okay, I guess the good old dead parents trick.
So, okay.
I never understood why he's so distant all the time.
Like, why golf? Like, that doesn't really answer much of my question.
Congratulations.
Other than giving a time
well,
frame.
congrats.
Guy that just passed by, in the hood.
Though, I don't know if the
But we must
timeline
understand why
I
everyone
see.
thinks a lot of things are inappropriate, especially for me when I'm around, because our teacher was a satyr and he taught us a
Still
lot of
prefer
stuff.
Some
coffee.
people don't open up quite.
I don't know.
So,
They're like go people.
wait, that comes to the question then. How are your lives before this?
Honestly, that might have been the closest I've ever gotten to him, so not exactly the easiest to give an insight.
Parties and his friends would come over and they'd have a dance.
Seems like a bit of an odd guy. He was one of the people who was around when I first woke up. Handed me a bunch of information. Said, hey, I know who you are. Here's what's happened. Here's all this information. It's a bit overwhelming. I was kind of hoping that, yeah.
Sister's gonna be about 26.
Kind of freaked me out too, because he had like medical records as well. Medical records that I helped write, mind you.
It kind of doesn't matter.
It does sound like quite the disconcerting situation.
Hmm.
No, we're not going to... Look,
And then I got...
better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry.
But you're not saying it as though you outright resent it, so I imagine it's gotten a little less awkward since then.
I mean, it's not exactly like it was a bad thing. He was trying to help me at the end of the day, so I'm not gonna resent that, but he maybe could have had like a little more like tact about it all. I mean, I was confused as could be. waking up in a space station, not knowing where I was, why I was, or, well, I mean, I knew who I was. Didn't know where any of my friends were. That sort of deal. Very
I suppose, though, waking
confusing.
up in such a strange situation, what would be worse? Someone who's overly blunt, or someone who's trying too much to be friendly without actually being a friendly no?
Finding a nice balance is what I'd strive for. Number of times I've had to handle patients who are injured and they're scared, and you know, sometimes they're needing help. But sometimes, you know, being blunt with them isn't always the best choice, because all you're gonna do is make them panic and make it worse. I mean, heck, if you're really unlucky, you might make their condition worse too because they start to panic. That's why telling people that it'll be okay, that reassuring them, just talking to them, even distracting them if you have to while you're working, is really important. At least in regards of being a nurse.
Unified, and I don't see a problem with it because that's kind of like the greatest harmony for it. But on the other hand, it doesn't get rid of the individualism that people have.
I make sure at least in my district. I made it since I made it the captain.
There are 1,000 reasons to explain bluntness, but
He's
probably the simplest is just that you might not be a particularly good people person.
kind of what I figured. He kind of gives me those vibes.
Society doesn't even know what it is.
I don't know. I'm not gonna hold it against him.
Concept, it's a theory. You know what theory is in science, right?
We think so.
I joined the other group of
Like they're not sure it's true or not. It could be. It probably is, but we're not quite sure. Or at least we're not sure why.
Of course, yes.
That's just society will hold off from it.
But there's something before you left.
They're for good reasons, but
yes,
not
but
entirely
luckily
sure.
we were
Sometimes
decreasing
it's
the stockpile.
bad reasons, sometimes it's good reasons.
They kind of
To keep
before I was alive, they
young
got rid of all of them.
individuals and children safe is a good reason.
Before you're what? Huh? What?
Like in the
Okay.
80s, in the early 80s, they got rid of.
I guess so. I mean, we try to protect children too.
Surely they wouldn't get rid of it well now.
But we do that, you know, with our black magic and healing and stuff. Not telling people what people won't do for love, because you should probably know that if someone isn't going to do something for love, you should probably know what it is so you don't try. Because consent is important. Teacher taught us that.
Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, but the thing is that hypothetically, I don't know what it's supposed to be specifically. However, it's such an open-ended statement that it could be any number of things.
Very few, but
If it's being open-ended, we understand that from our teacher.
Well, the problem I always thought discernment is it only takes one person
In the parties.
not to reveal they've made them.
I don't like where this is going.
That's true.
Essentially, the long story
What a pain.
is essentially some topics are not.
But yes, I was mercenary. Our job was to handle magical folk and
Up until they're a certain age.
Well, speaking of people with poor
Society
people
decides
skills,
what that age is.
as riveting as this awkward lack of conversation is, I think it's about time that I start getting going. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Arbor, yes?
Yeah, you too. I was actually just thinking something similar. Might head home soon.
Well,
You have taken
that's
too
my
long to
time for a
join
minute.
us and bring the conversation with you.
Oh, please. Gosh. Am I just a conversation starter with people? Can you guys just not think of conversations? Like, come on. You hardly know each other. It'd be interesting, 'cause,
Nah,
like,
just
I hardly know what...
lost in thought.
Well, what were you thinking about then?
You know, just all the stuff we were talking about. You know, thinking about my friends, thinking about that, wondering where they are, if they're okay. what might have happened to him.
Well, you've been...
That sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. But you've been working with, Aegis, right?
Yeah.
Pronunciation. So, tell me about your current team, then. Who have you been working with?
Well, officially I work on their, like, medical team? Medical squad, whatever you want to call it. I'm still doing stuff as a nurse. Apparently, by some miraculous, twist of fate, the other me that woke up without any memories somehow managed to gravitate towards the same thing that I was doing before. So now I'm just applying all of the medical knowledge that I do have. I'm still not messing with the magic stuff, at least until I'm certain it's not going to cause me to pass out or suddenly start having memory trouble again.
Well, what I also tell people whenever they're having to deal with magic themselves is that you always do it with somebody around.
Oh yeah, no, there's no way I would ever imagine testing whether or not it's going to be a problem if nobody was around. I would want to make certain people know exactly what I'm doing.
You'd be surprised how many people actually do that oftentimes, whether they just practice magic without somebody else there. But, that comes to my other question before I forget. Do you guys actually have a med bay? Like,
yeah.
So, okay, I'm part of the Misty Shores Guild, but we don't have a med bay. We kind of just put people onto the tables and just heal them that way. And I'm just, you know, just thinking how necessary that would be.
Yeah, we have sort of like this like bed thing, and then we've got some tables, and then we've got a big medical cabinet that has some like equipment in it, some of which I'm still trying to figure out what it all does because it's new. Plastic's really cool.
And technology, right? Plastic. Yeah. Technology is the most hardest thing to understand, honestly.
I mean, if you can understand magic, you understand technology easily. You need to put your mind to it. Telling yourself you're not going to understand it is not a very good start.
Pagey! Or Pagey!
True. However, is it weird to say that, like, I think sometimes I appreciate magic a bit more than technology, as everyone seems capable of using technology, so just anyone, and I mean anyone can use it, which is pretty scary.
Not entirely. A lot of the Fae people that I've met don't really mess with technology. They tend to avoid it where they can. And they might use a phone, but even
they can
then...
still use it.
To some degree.
That's what I'm trying to get
I
at
do
here.
have a friend who absolutely can't seem to make it work to her needs. My friend Rika. Every time she tries to use her phone, it starts messing up. She maybe gets a message or two sent, but then it starts to act all funny.
But it still works in some regards, and that's kind of the point I'm getting at here. Or literally, technology, no matter what.
We went to go see a movie in Zafiro one night, and I'm fairly certain I don't have any proof, but I have a fairly good idea that somehow her just being around the projector caused the projector to fail. Because all of their equipment in that theater just stopped working. She seems to have a real hard time with it.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
That's quite unfortunate. Although that does sound like a very handy skill if you think about it.
Very true.
Maybe? I don't know. I don't think she's ever been able to get something to intentionally fail. It just sort of happens.
Try that though.
Of a silver lining.
Oh.
I don't know.
I mean, again,
Either
like,
way, she
maybe
doesn't really see the need to use it anyways. She seems pretty content with what she's got.
Well, I don't think it'd be hurt to test it out to see whether or not she can actually control it. I mean, think about it. Say there's some technology piece you don't understand that these bad guys are using, and you send her in and suddenly the weapon's jammed or something of the sort.
I mean, I wouldn't want to
that be handy?
depend on that. That sounds pretty risky. There's no telling whether or not she'd actually be able to miraculously break it.
Well, that's why I was saying you do testing beforehand to figure out whether or not this is the case. I mean, because if you're just sending her in, then yeah, of course it's going to be risky. But if you're testing it in a controlled environment.
Well,
it shouldn't be as
that's what I'm
bad.
saying, though. It doesn't seem to be consistent.
Oh, I see.
And when you're gonna form entire plans around something like that, it needs to be pretty consistent.
I agree. That goes back to the whole leadership and planning.
Yes, everyone keeps trying to just avoid the subject and not explain things. It's so frustrating sometimes.
That is very true, Flo. Very true. About how people just avoid the subject and then instead of explaining it, it's worse.
Anyway, I'd like to wind back to the matter of alleged version of yourself being in the same profession. It's not that unlikely, really, that would occur. Obviously, I can't really tell in here, but do you have a soul?
I think so, yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's kind of why I picked my last name, actually.
Well, the basis of the soul without memories is your personality and your emotional state is a part of yourself. So, if they're the same person but without your memories, they will probably be gravitated towards the same feelings, doing the same thing.
Maybe. I mean, when anybody described what I was like beforehand, she sounds a lot like me, but when I was very young, like...
Well, at the base, you're the same person, but your memories, well, they're in the slight differences.
Which also reminds me, you've been keeping a journal, like I suggested, right? Where you kind of write down in it?
Yeah, not really much to keep track of, but I've been writing down notes and jotting down some of my prior, like, findings and thoughts about myself and all that. Just in case.
Yes, no, definitely a good idea. So, you know.
Yeah.
Although maybe it would help if we
Although,
actually did check
actually, okay, so what you said before, one thing that I do know is very odd, is very, very different. Version, I guess. It's weird. I don't really have a word for it. This other me loved sketching, loved drawing. When I was younger, I never did that. At least I don't remember ever drawing or sketching, that sort of thing. But in my room are a bunch of drawings on the walls. Drawings I never made, but people say I drew.
Okay, well, congratulations, I suppose, question mark?
Some aspects of a person are developed as they grow. Not all things. Well, drawing is more of a... Do you think you're creative in other ways?
Yeah, well, not much anymore, but I used to play music.
Well, there you go. It's the same aspect, but in a different form.
You know, when you put it that way.
That also comes to remind me, the drawings that people said you did. Usually a lot of people who did art and such always said some type of signature on it. Did you do that by any chance?
I think so. Maybe on some of them it looked like I did. At least my initials.
We definitely should look into that too, to make sure that all the art was actually done by you. You should see consistency about your name.
That's the thing. I've got a guy who was a friend of me before and is also a friend of me after. And he knows I drew them. He's actually been hanging out in my room. He doesn't sleep well when he's alone, so he just kind of bunks on the floor.
Did something happen to make it where if he... Sorry, I guess I'm prying too much.
He doesn't really sleep well when he's alone, that's it. That's just who he is.
Oh. Okay, yeah, but you don't just become like that. In all honesty, something usually has to happen like that.
Yeah, but that's his business. That's something we've talked about.
Right, that's what I mean though, how I'm probably prying too much. Because I always like to ask questions about these kinds of things.
Yeah. I understand.
Like, don't get me started about finding out a friend whose whole life was basically a lie to them and having to convince them otherwise.
Hmm. Yeah. No.
But yes, I mean, I would recommend if you've not had someone look at your soul, you probably should. Because,
Is that
well, splitting
something
off
people do?
people. I mean, I can do that normally, but I'm not here.
Oh.
So it's more of a magical item that replaces my other eye.
Oh. I mean, I know Louisa can see souls and kind of more definition, and Davi, a really good friend of mine, he's actually one of the first few people I met here, and I can basically consider him my knight in some ways. It's just a word I use because he's a really cool knight. And he also deals with souls a lot. I mean, lots of times you can also interact with them and take them in and use them for power. So, I mean, it's kind of like his whole deal.
Oh. So, but why
My point is generally that
do I need someone to look at
splitting off
my
into
soul?
multiple people might cause damage.
Oh.
But I don't know how your biology works, so...
Well, it was more like I just... Well, I mean, I don't know if it was necessarily like a... I know what you're saying, like a split personality. I don't know that that was the case because it seems to be very much an issue of memory. I've had similar problems. I'm having it now. I know that to some degree I was alive for some period of time after I can properly recall before things get hazy, but I can't recall the memories well because I'm missing parts of me. It's something that's happened a lot before. At one point in time, won't get into the details, I lost both of my legs for a little while before we could get them reattached. And in that time, it was difficult for me to recall some things. I couldn't remember things about my home or who my parents were. I'd forgotten people's names, details about them. It seems like a similar situation, but I think maybe because, well, the people who have been kind of keeping an eye on me for a while apparently said that a bunch of people found me in pieces, not as a person. I have some suspicions that that might have caused some problems, at least for complete memory reconstruction.
I mean, it does sound very probable then that the entirety of your being is your memory, so losing a part of it means you've lost part of it in that sense. So it's not really stored in one place, but as all of you. That seems reasonable. At least from my understanding of how souls work, the information that stores how you look as a person is in there as well. I'd assume if part of you is missing in that sense, there might be that bit of your soul, or it might still be in there. It's hard to tell because you are very unique.
Well, it's definitely a weird situation. I think parts of it might also have to do with while the pieces after a while will sort of merge together and take a proper form, I do know that to some degree I must have been put back together not entirely correctly, because I recall after a mission where I was hurt, effectively. I lost some pieces. Specifically, there was a chunk missing out of my chest here. We replaced it. We replaced it with emerald. But after consulting some of the other medics and using, what was it called? Basically some sort of scanning thing to basically get a radio image of what my body is composed of. We discovered that it's, aside from some cracks and some internal structure that seems to have not entirely resolved itself. That chunk is no longer just emerald. Whatever wasn't there is been filled in with parts that were probably from somewhere else. Parts that probably don't belong there.
Sasha, can I ask some questions about you, by the way?
Rebuilding someone's body is pretty complex, especially if it was from a bunch of pieces. So it wouldn't surprise me if someone made some mistakes and maybe slotted some pieces back together where they thought they were meant to go.
Yes, that's not a good thing. Definitely not.
It's just a body.
Mm.
I mean, we're all naked when we're born.
It's what it is. Like with everything else, I'm just kind of taking things one day at a time. So I'll yeah. There's no need for me to panic about any of it because at the end of the day, me panicking about it isn't going to change any of it. So I'll think about the whole soul thing, though. I don't really know really much of anything about souls. That's not really my not really my area of expertise.
Well, I mean, scenario A, lost your arm, information, your soul was part of your arm. Option B, which is much better for you, I imagine, still contain the information of how your arm used to look. Hypothetically, then, it can be replaced in the future.
Potentially.
That'd be good.
Eventually, I'll get things sorted, I'm sure. Just gotta be patient.
Have you seen spirits before?
I saw a spirit thing. I think they said it was like a what?
More sort of humanoid-looking ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a long time ago, but yeah, more or less. Ghosts, spirits, that sort of thing.
Well, I know an individual who's a spirit who lost their leg when they were alive, but now they're dead, they have their leg again. Because the information that was their leg was not erased, although they lost their leg. So they have both a peg leg and an actual leg spirit.
Really?
And that was the first time I've seen that really well. I know quite a few people as well. I've never seen them spirit.
Okay, let me go do that. Excuse me. Hey, Arbor, and yeah, there's gonna be a fight, so we gotta get up from here, unfortunately.
Sure.
Sachi and that other guy.
Okay, thank you. Goodness. Here, let's step to the side.
By the way.
Who?
Yes. Yeah, there's gonna be a fight with Sachi and some other guy. Yeah.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Wait, Sachi's fighting someone?
Yeah, Sachi.
I am not really sure what to expect here. This ought to be interesting.
Wait, do you know him?
Who? Him?
Somebody said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my coworkers, sort of. He's like, well, I think he used to be like second in command, but then he's not anymore. Some stuff happened. I don't really understand all the details. I think he pissed off the boss. Did something.
Now he's fighting Sachi. I guess this also shows what Sachi's capable of. I was curious because, like, I don't know.
I have no idea.
His hands
I don't know
are
much
not
about these
the
people.
same.
I know he's got a cool robot arm that like goes.
Oh.
It goes like pew.
So it goes
gun.
pew. Oh,
Yeah,
is this like
it's-
thing? Yeah, cast gun. Is that what he does?
No, that's what I do.
Oh, you cast gun?
Well, I used to. Can't. I used to. I mean, I guess I could right-hand it now. There it is. Yeah, no, I used to do that. Magic gun. Mana crystal catalyst gun, you know, fill it up with mana and then you pull the trigger and it goes psh. Actually, that friend of mine made it, Mason.
Huh. There's that Mason guy again.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a really good friend of mine.
Oh.
meet the guy we know by literally summons again. Fine.
Oh.
Yeah, Higgs. Yeah, he's Noah kid.
Huh.
Everyone good? Really weaponized the stick.
Yeah,
there's something else that
my eyes are good.
I've got another trick.
Amber, you good? I have no idea where Amber went.
That's a good question.
Right. Maybe if it comes up, maybe some idea.
Oh.
Holy shit, that sparkles.
Ready? Go.
Ooh, blade.
Oh.
Some sword.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh!
Oh my gosh!
I think he actually is casting gun.
He really didn't mention how he can use that hand as utility.
I think he's literally just casting gun.
Is he casting gun or is
I have no idea how any of this works.
It does look like I mean, like...
I mean, to be honest, isn't he like also the owner of the Purple Lotus? So like, I guess. He would have some,
Yeah, I
like,
think
amazing
something like
powers.
that.
Oh.
They both cast gun.
Oh.
Oh!
What?
Oh! Wait, what? He was there and then.
Oh.
How do they do that? Like,
He's doing illusion magic, surely.
I think so.
some sort of dark after image, effectively?
Oh my gosh!
What the heck is that thing? Oh! What the heck is that thing?
That's interesting.
Although he seems to be more caster than fighter, perhaps he'll be at a disadvantage.
Sweep his legs!
okay.
Do the mythical off-key dodge maneuver.
Hit him real hard or something.
I've heard about it. It's apparently a very strong but forbidden technique.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
Oh. Oh.
He's getting
So after you kill him, it's an
That's really
occupational
shiny.
hazard.
but the sustainability of the cast is not long.
No idea, but he just like laser beamed that man.
Spell slots does he have
I believe that might be it.
So wait.
Is he just levitating it next to him?
He's going.
What the? Oh!
Maybe.
Oh! Oh!
Wasted use of the cast. Goodness.
Oh!
That teleport is certainly helping him out.
I don't think he's teleporting. I think he's just using illusions to change his placement. Ah.
Right, where's he going to appear now?
Oh no.
So,
I have a bad feeling.
that means.
Too powerful to live, too thick to die.
That's right, follow you know me.
Exactly.
Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh.
Thank goodness for the
Oh.
However, the
Oh.
barrier would have been blasted.
Don't worry, the barrier should keep holding. I think.
What do you mean you think?
I believe he got.
We hope so.
No, I guess it was an illusion of sorts.
I'm kind of starting to understand something. I don't know if we can all see that, but.
Sweep his legs!
Oh. Oh. Oh, he really is sweeping the legs. Oh.
Cuts off his ponytail.
Oh. I don't know if he's gonna be able to. Oh.
Oh, but he's.
Uh-oh.
Can't even.
Oh.
Shit.
Here comes the stab again.
Oh! Oh!
This is amazing.
And
Oh, you can just cast it.
When did Sachi get so cool?
What is the honor? Here.
Oh, it's not a spell, but a projectile of sorts. Interesting.
No.
When he bought that cool
I
mask.
figured I was watching two Maguses fight.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hand on the same arm.
Oh, I see. It comes out of the wrist and such. I see. Perhaps one of those augmentations.
Why is he using the left hand, or his right hand, when his left hand is super strong?
That is a really good question. I don't have an answer. Oh boy.
Crap. Move. There we go.
Holding onto your arm. Shit. That's annoying.
Oh!
Hold there.
Oh!
Oh, a desperate tackle.
Oh, I can't watch, but I have to.
Ah.
I can't. I must.
Oh, submission of sorts.
Oh!
I would say call it there.
Oh!
Oh, goodness.
Oh!
I think you broke your
Oh!
You good? You good?
Ah!
Good. Crap.
Ah!
Slammed against somebody's ass.
It's trickery!
What a low blow. Fantastic.
Pull back arm. Watch. Right.
Did you see something purple earlier?
We have to declare a winner at some point now.
Jumps into your side. I felt that one.
Oh! Oh!
Hey.
Oh, we got behind
Pull
us.
the air down.
Oh!
Goodness.
Oh! Oh!
I think you got him in the leg there.
Oh!
I think you hit him right in the chest.
That's enough. That's enough.
Alright,
I would say stop it. Otherwise you'll kill the Green Lantern, which would be amusing, but we need him.
Green Lantern?
What?
What is the Green Lantern?
No, I didn't know that was Ryan Reynolds.
I think it might have been joke.
Who's Ryan Reynolds?
No.
Who?
Some guy that turned up at the Jade one time.
We'll never know at this point.
Wait. Wait.
Okay.
Amazing job.
All right there.
If I could feel overheated, I would. Wow.
No.
Learn some things.
Oh!
It seems like a kind of pair that can't
got the
spar
mask.
without nearly killing each other.
Yep.
He took off the mask.
It's almost hard to watch.
Alright, well.
A little. It's like fighting, but like,
There he goes.
Where is she?
I don't know. I don't usually like the no holds barred sort of sparring.
Well done, bud.
Hmm.
Too dangerous. Although I suppose in this environment it's supposed to be safer.
If you can have a spar with someone.
Did you do it?
Oh,
I'll ask you again later, don't worry.
Oh well.
Okay.
I'm gonna be off. See you later.
See you later, buddy. I'll see you later.
Hope you all enjoyed the
There
fight.
you go, Panda.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe on the way.
Yes.
yeah, I guess.
Enjoy was an understatement. That was incredible.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Really?
definitely something different.
Get the kitsune.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
to fix this.
We didn't really,
Also, Rishi says she can't be in love
I
because
usually don't even like
she's
fighting,
never
that was
loved
pretty
before,
cool.
and yet everything during that fight suggested that she has some type of interest in Sachi.
Alright, we're gonna go check on boss.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Well, anyways,
Wild.
speculating on people's love lives aside, that was
Wild.
pretty wild.
I'm not a fan of fighting, but man,
Me neither.
Yeah.
Commit down to memory, I think.
I might
It's hard to keep track of them.
start making my way out of here.
yeah, I
Alright.
think I should probably do the same.
Yeah.
I guess I'll see you if I see you.
Disappear, reappear.
Yeah, I do hope I can see you again, Arbor. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah.
And not forget your name, because I'm getting better at that.
It's a spark.
No, you come in.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
They're different. They're always different.
Yes, and I'd always be embarrassed when you remember my... I already wrote it down in my journal.
No.
I wrote in my journal.
Maybe. Okay, well, we could take like a photo as well. No, take a photo and put the name next to it and go, then you'd never get.
Could I do that?
You know, yes, you could.
I mean, I have, but...
Do that. Have you not figured it out yet?
When is this gonna wear off?
Like, you have.
Yeah, but I kind of don't...
I remember we talked about
didn't really
taking
bring my
pictures later.
phone. Don't you have your
Oh,
phone
it's
to
in
do
our-
that?
Well, you
No,
want-
this thing doesn't have pockets.
Mine doesn't have a camera.
Oh.
I am a
No
camera.
camera on here.
All of the considerations you had when getting a pet suit of armor, pockets wasn't one of them.
Pocket space is very important.
You know what? Maybe I just figure out a magic.
As a woman who tries to be mildly fashionable, they're very important.
I'll have to take note of that.
Wait,
Also, Sam, I guess if you are okay with that, Sam could take a picture of you, and then he can send it to me.
Sure. Hi, Sam.
Hi, I'm Sam.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet
okay.
you, Sam. I'm Arbor. Apparently, you take pictures.
Arbor, very nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
I do take pictures, yeah, alright. Got it. Oh, wait, do you want me to take one while you were doing that? I didn't
No.
take you while you were doing
You're
that.
fine. I don't
Okay.
know how you did that. That was.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna
I
like
got a
do the
bunch
whole
of-
phone thing.
Oh no, all my little things on my face are cameras.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's. Sorry, the synthetic thing. Yeah. Still getting used to all that.
Oh.
Sorry.
I don't need to apologize, it's fine.
Very
When I
new
tell
to me.
people I have 167 eyes, technically, it is kind of weird, so.
Wait.
167?
Wait, where are the rest?
Yeah. Oh, that's all of these.
Oh, so wait, it's more like an insect eye, like many eyes in one place.
Yeah, people keep saying like a fly, which I don't understand how they work yet, but yeah, like that.
I forget what the term is. It's like
It's a compound eye.
that one.
That one. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. But Wait, so does that solve the problem with the depth perception thing if I have technically like 167 of them?
I mean, technically, to some degree, probably. Well, probably, yeah, to some degree. I mean, as long as you have more than one perspective. I mean, I have only two, and somehow I manage to have, I think, good depth perception. I don't go bumping into things. I mean, when I lose one, I
Think of this way.
generally do, but
One dot is about as far away as two eyes would be, so you probably do have it.
Even then, if you like, you know, you kind
I
of.
mean, if I hold my hand up for a high five, are you going to miss it, or
Can I find out?
go for it? Maybe not too hard though.
If he's also got
there
a
you
big
go.
hand.
Yeah, see?
I'm
See,
very
it's
gentle.
good. I have to be too.
Yes,
It's-
blood well.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
Dave.
Beat your ass still.
Good job.
I was the one that originally got him. Proud to be jealous.
Mhm.
I was about to say, do you have the same problem as apparently what Sam did, where he just forgot
Oh
about?
yeah, the number of times that my friend Ryder would go to give me a high five and he would forget and he'd hurt his hand.
Oh, you know, I just realized, like,
I
damn,
usually would
oh,
wait
I
for
can't
him to
believe
come
that.
to me, but then sometimes he would forget and just full force just
So,
go for a high five.
wait, so then if I high-fived you and I didn't have this armor piece on,
armor would probably make it worse.
Yeah, but so
Unless
what
you
I
have
just
leather
feel like-
armor under there.
No. Guys, have my clothing. But like, so if I have 5e, would I feel like something like similar to rock?
Relatively.
Figure it out and such things.
It's
What
more
do you
of
mean?
like I'm just very solid, rather than just the material. Very dense, lots of mass, very heavy. Not much shock absorption either. Whereas most people have hands and they got all the squishy stuff, and it kind of shifts and moves and compacts and expands and all that.
Silver, we
Yes,
do
Sweden?
know
All the stuff I don't understand.
the guy we met in Daffy World.
One more time, hang on. Would you know what?
We do know a person who's sort of rock-like. It's the guy from Davy's World. The guy with the shield who punches things really hard.
Help remind me.
Yellow
What was his
eyes.
armor looking at? Yellow eye. I don't think I met him. I was busy talking to Solaire that one time.
Often states that he punches things for £1,000.
What is that?
Has a hammer.
Oh, it's like a. It's called like a Tamagotchi. I don't know. I take care of them. They kind of keep me company.
Yeah, if you've got a
Yeah.
I see an electronic bed.
Yeah. See.
Oh. Oh, is it like a video game?
I guess. I don't know. I'm still getting used to those too. I haven't actually tried any of those yet. I don't know. Some sketchy guy at the convenience store I used to go to all the time was like, "Hey kid, you want a Tamagotchi?" And I'm like, "I guess." He said it won't blow up. I swear. And now I have one.
Wait, this swear it's definitely not gonna happen.
I mean, it hasn't blown
that
up
sounds
yet, so.
And it seems to be only make you good, like, you know, bring joy. So.
Yeah, no, it just keeps me company. It gives me something to kind of focus on between things.
Yeah. Maybe that'll help me kill time.
I have no idea where to find them.
Ah.
Like I said, just got
Are they
mine
all-
from some sketchy guy at a
Do you
convenience
have
store.
the sort of appropriate hand size? They got quite small buttons by the look of it.
Probably figure it out. Just be very gentle.
I didn't think about that.
Well, my concern is that it looks like their thumb is the width of all three buttons combined.
Yeah, you just use
Do
like
they
the
make
corner
really
or
big
like the tip.
Tama whatevers?
Up, maybe.
Oh yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know. I don't know how any of this stuff works.
Fair. I'll see if they make really big ones. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah.
They may have at
Go
one
for it.
point. I don't think they were a thing way back when. It might be a modern invention.
Maybe.
Well, if it's a type of software, it might just be something that
Hello.
you can run internally.
You're right. Maybe I could if I could find the right programming for that. Oh, that's such a cool idea. I could just have it in my head. Oh, I gotta do a quick search real quick. I'm gonna be out for just a couple seconds.
It's
I
fine, it's
actually had
fine.
no idea if that was a thing that existed, but he seemed happy by the prospect.
Oh.
There is, but I have to buy it.
Cool.
Well, I would imagine that you would have to buy one of the devices.
That might be easier than the solution that I found. I'll try that one instead, because that seems a lot easier for myself. The other one was like, I would basically turn myself into one, like entirely, which doesn't seem great.
Don't do that.
But kind
Seems
of
possibly
Did you ever
problematic.
buy that
I won't.
phone? Or no, the math rock. Did you ever buy a phone? Math rock? Oh gosh, where did I just go back?
Oh dear, I have
Yeah.
not.
Math rock.
Yeah. That's what
If I do
well,
arithmetic,
well,
does
Cherry,
that make
but
me a
what-
math rock?
It's what people calling bows.
Maybe. That is a good question.
Pretty good at geometry.
Oh.
I don't know why they call it a rock either. It's like plastic.
I mean, I'm kind of a fawn and I'm not a rock. Am I kind of a rock?
I mean, you're a. What do we call metals? You're an ore. You're a.
I mean,
like,
basically.
You guys. Sorry about that.
Oh.
No, you're fine.
Tables.
Sachi. Are you alright,
Thank you.
by the way?
Yeah, you doing okay?
I'm not used to fighting with gravity.
With gravity? You fight without gravity?
That body.
You have not gravity?
You have multiple bodies?
Where I was. Don't worry about it.
Okay, but they
Don't
say
worry
it all
about
the time. That's not how it works. You don't just say don't worry about it. It's not fine either.
I just did, and I'm gonna walk away.
I will not worry about it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna proceed to not worry about
That
it.
was quite the barrage of questions. I can understand
That's
the running
fair.
away.
That is fair.
Yes, you're not.
Which means he probably has something to hide then, because
Why else would you avoid questions?
Because you just don't want to deal with answering all the questions. I've done it before. It didn't necessarily mean that I had something to hide.
Yeah,
I just
I know that
wasn't
pretty
really,
much all of me came from the earth at
you
some
know,
point.
in a
so-
mood
Ready to talk about it?
Yeah, well, not even that. Just, you know, sometimes answering the same 20 questions. Like, you know, when people ask about my arm, I don't try to give them my entire life story as to why I don't know why my arm is gone.
How far back you go?
It just kind of is.
Hello.
Doesn't mean I've got something to hide. I just. Oh.
Pat. He's not illegal.
I'm gonna get that spirit.
I would not suggest it.
All living things.
Anyways, I'm probably gonna make my way to the front. Because I'm probably gonna head home soon.
Weird.
Like way back when. Like,
Yeah, I should probably do
first living creatures.
And I really should.
Oh, like dinosaurs?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's getting pretty late.
Like way before.
I mean, according to my phone, it is late o'clock, so.
Yeah. What an excellent phone. Next thing you know, you'll be looking at your wrist and saying it's half past a freckle.
Weird.
I don't have any of those.
We gotta look into that.
Freckles are cute, though.
Technically, in
Yes,
me,
they are.
I knew a girl once with, like, the cutest little freckles all, like, all over her, like,
both have come from the,
nose.
just your
Oh. Oh. This is adorable.
She was.
So we're even more like
She's
that
really
aspect
cute.
then.
Indeed.
Enjoyed talking to her.
Oh.
Anyways, I'm gonna head that way. So
Yes.
I don't
Hey,
know
take
if you
care,
guys are
Arbor.
gonna
I do hope to see you around
be leaving
again.
soon, but it was nice meeting all of you.
Yes.
It was very nice
It was
meeting
nice
you as
meeting you
well.
too. Was it hello again, Sachi?
Apple that way, what?
What was that, Kate?
I thought you went that way. And then you
Wait a minute,
out of
yeah.
the door that way?
I actually walked through you guys, and then yeah, I walked
Yeah, I
through
don't.
you. I walked
we didn't
past,
like. We just didn't notice.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fine. But yeah, we will be closing in 28 minutes. Thank you all for coming, and hope you enjoyed your night. Hopefully we'll see you next weekend.
Yeah.
Where's Oishi, by the way?
You'll definitely see me.
I think she's either at the front or probably in the office. So.
And we're not allowed in the office, right? Just make sure I'm not crazy.
So I'm sure she's by the bar. That's usually because we'll be closing up soon, so she wants to make sure everyone. I'm gonna do my rounds. Have fun. Thank you all for coming.
They have
again.
coffee at the bar.
They should. They should have coffee at the bar.
I have found my calling.
Huh?
Oh.
I love coffee. That's all.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
You want a slice, do you?
Excuse me. I was told you guys have coffee at the bar.
We do. What would you like?
Just a plain black coffee, if you don't mind.
Alrighty.
Just in time. We got 2 minutes left before the bar closed.
I'll get her for her.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'll be
perfect
6
timing then.
credits?
Perfect time.
Here you go.
Thank you so much. And that'll be right out for you.
Thank you. I'll wait out here.
Of course.
All right. Here you are.
Oh. Thank you.
Be careful. It is hot.
Enjoy your coffee.
Thank you.
Miss Oishi. Believe she's a child? She's not related to the Kitsune sisters, is she?
I believe she is. I'm not entirely sure, but
She didn't
I
know.
feel like she might be one of the
She doesn't
sisters
even-
that was here earlier.
She doesn't know what she is. And she asked if she could go behind the bar and was asking why you were behind here because you're not a Kitsune, but that she's just confused.
Yep. What a slice.
Yo, he was fucking cast and gone out here.
What exactly is going on with
They were also playing with a phone book in the hallway earlier, and it was kind of cute.
Mm.
Yeah,
Alright,
she
I'm gonna
also plays with the phone.
get myself a drink.
Okay.
Hello.
I'll step on it. I'll step on it. Lying to the spirits. Welcome back. Alright, Professor.
Oh.
There you go. I'll be angry
Hey,
though.
Umbra.
Watching mostly.
I'm probably gonna be headed home soon, but it's good to see the both of you. I hope Cordelia feels better soon.
Oh, the bar is officially closed.
She's good, we just had Doritos.
Oh, what are Doritos?
You can wander around.
She's fine, she's just stuffing her face full of Doritos. Just
Wait, aren't those chip things? Wait, how is she stuffing her? Her face is here. How is she?
Because I just ate some, so she's thinking about eating it, and then she's eating it in her mind.
Oh, is that how that
brain,
works?
So she feels the same sensation. Sometimes it's heavy.
Oh, yeah, I don't really know how most of that stuff works, so. Interesting, though.
I'm gonna try the water because my back hurts. And it really goes.
Okay, have fun. We'll see ya. Goodness, that was actually pretty good. I suppose it is the same stuff as the, casino.
Thank you.
Gonna bring the cup back here. Thank you. Just, or here. I'll hand it to you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna head out. Wouldn't mind?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go. No problem.
Okay.
Alright, Arbor. See you later.
Yeah.
It's the current year. Let's not be racist.
Well, that was something to come in on.